As the last game for today, we will have something extraordinary. We will have HuK versus MC, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We will introduce the players in a second as soon as the map loads. So here he is, one of the best champions, the best Protosses in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you MC. And we hear all the cheering from the crowd right now.
Yes, I give my life for you. Take my babies.
And brass flying towards our direction. That would be fantastic. But my wife
and his opponent, not even the least worst, not even the least less known, less renowned, is another great, in my opinion, Protoss player, which I really love. It's HuK, playing as a blue Protoss.
And this should be bloody interesting because HuK is well known for being aggressive and for being unpredictable. So it's very hard to predict what HuK is going to do. Because you can always go for a cheese. Yeah, that's basically it. That's what it means. Yeah, you got your English right. But he can go for a cheese, he can go for a macro game, he can go for some fast blink aggression, he can go for practically everything. He's not one of the players that go for the same strategy over and over again.
But we've talked about it a little bit at the beginning of our streams last year, I believe, that HuK came to play StarCraft as a cheesy player.
Yeah, he did.
He started doing only cheese tactics, only special tactics, which he employed on all the races, in all the matches, and he started pro gaming. And this was the moment that he actually thought, I would need to have some sound strategies and some sound builds.
Yeah, but basically he chopped his way to the top using cheese builds, and of course that has taught him some very good unit control, and not to mention he practiced in Korea for over a year. But he had
and
some very good.
The HuK Almighty.
Yeah, he had some very unit control, and then he started to slowly learn how to play normally. And by normally we mean macro games. So he's right now still a very good aggressor, but he's not so bad anymore at playing macro games as he was at the beginning.
Yeah, that gave him tremendous control, unit control, which is always seen at the first probe that gets in the base, which is cheesy, always does something nasty to the opponent.
And he tries to bid on these minerals just to get probes of his opponent away and reduce, that inflicts how much? 7 minerals. 7 minerals damage has been done.
Right now.
Good job.
Good job. He's got everything he needed, and now he's going home. No, he's not going home. I've seen the probe roaming around still roaming.
No, but the Zealot is here. MC is one of the Protoss players, one of the players that define how to play Protoss around the world. He's one of the top Koreans out there, and still very powerful. Although I think MC is not one of the youngest players, is he? He will check. He will check. This is why we need Google Glasses. I could just say MC age and push. I would get his age in front of my eyes. Now, what do we have here? Probe at the Zelnaga Tower, but he's using the Zelnaga Tower.
I see that age 21.
21.
So he's old, okay. I'd say, for
he's okay
for the StarCraft player.
But who was that?
He probably had mustaches or some kind of facial hair. That is bold. See,
the point in time where you start to get mustache in Korea is the point where you stop your StarCraft career. That's it for you.
Isn't HuK old?
HuK is 24, 25. He's not that old. And he's from Canada, by the way, so he practiced in Korea for a long time.
Canada. He's 23.
Yeah, I wasn't that far away. Alright, so what do the players go for? We see robotics facility for HuK and free gateways, so free gate expand probably. That's a very safe strategy, one of the safest out there. I'm surprised to see HuK do it. Sorry, that's MC. Sorry.
That's maybe why it's happening.
Yeah, that's maybe why it's happening. Now on the other side of the
totally
map,
different.
Yeah, we have Blink.
We have Blink, and HuK likes to play Blink, but I'm not sure that playing Blink against MC is the way to go. Wasn't MC one of the renowned players for blinking way and in?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
But HuK always states that he's one of the 3 top unit control players in the world. So
and he has just that self-confidence. That's my goodness, how powerful is that, to be able to say, oh, I'm one of the top 3 players in the world to have the best unit control. And I think he'll be going, that pylon is just to lure away some of these units to be able to snipe something from the front. But unfortunately for HuK, he just loses his zealot. So right now he already has blink. I don't know why he blinked away. He just shown his opponent, oh hey, I have a blink, mate. You need to prepare for that. And we already see MC going for an Immortal, which is a perfect choice in this situation.
Well, I'm surprised that MC is so... Yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
A Dark Shrine?
So that's what we were talking about, basically. HuK is unpredictable. He shown blink, and just after showing this blink, he started building Dark Shrine.
And he's building an expansion, so, you know, MC is on spot here. Oh, when he's coming. Come on, give me some, give me some. Ugh! I want to tear him apart. Now, this army won't do a lot, because there's no army of HuK here. And HuK just shown some aggression, a little bit of aggression, to keep his opponent on toes and to force MC into thinking, okay, he'll be playing aggressively. Now, what the interesting thing is, MC is supply blocked. That doesn't happen too often. We have a little bit of aggression, sniping one of the zealots, but not fully. And we have Observer on the way. Now, one thing I'm afraid of is if HuK is what?
Darkness.
Yeah, not so much as squirrels. But one thing that HuK should probably go for is a robotic facility of his own, because then he would be able to snipe the Observer from the other side.
Yes, but I'm thinking that he doesn't want to show stuff, that he has the Dark Shrine. No. Why does he keep going for those Immortals? What does he think? He has Immortals, maybe he moved them.
I think he just wants to keep MC occupied, and by doing that, he will probably be able to sneak in some Dark Templars, I don't know. Dark Shrine is done.
Have we seen any Dark Templars build, actually? We did not.
I think these Zealots were meant to go up here, so this pylon can get a nice warping of Dark Templars, but no Dark Templars so far. What do we have? HuK still showing an aggression, and I think MC should probably sense that something is not right here. There's not so many units from HuK, and he's not the guy that would fall behind on units. Now, what we have here in the front is a very nice engagement from HuK. Now, back in HuK space, we have this Observer, but MC doesn't... Oh, yeah, he knows about the Dark Shrine, but the Dark Templars are already on the way, and they will chop their way in behind here.
No, they just immediately became an Archon, so this is odd. Absolutely not used.
This is so much not in favor of HuK right now.
HuK is doing strange stuff right now, but MC had a really late expand because of all this dancing. MC expanded really late and HuK expanded immediately.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that HuK has done, but he's behind on units, and also Immortals are great at picking Archons up. So right now Zealots are doing quite some damage, and the blink is nice, but he won't be able to stay and maintain this pressure for a long time now.
But he is, but indeed he is.
He still is.
The second Immortal just died, the third is really close to dying.
How is he doing this? HuK almighty!
He's sending more and more Stalkers. See, the last Immortal just died, and there's Stalkers versus Stalkers, which is in HuK's favor. That was nice.
That was something, right? Oh my god, HuK has done so much damage with this attack, and I just thought, okay, these Archons will get picked up by Immortals, but no, Immortals were focused on picking off these Stalkers, and Zealots were trying to get them occupied. Now I can expect a very nice blink. No, just blink back. He wants to wait until there's a spot to open so he can attack full up front instead of just waiting and
that's what's happening right now. And if you recall correctly, there are the stones which can be broken really easily because they were shot before.
Yep.
And now we have the main engagement. Stalkers going in and sniping one Immortal. Second Immortal has been killed by Zealots. And now Stalkers versus Stalkers, which favors very much
great positioning by both of the players. They are both on top of their game. They know what they are doing. And unfortunately for HuK, there were just too many units for MC, which has a better macro in this game and better unit production, because he didn't go full on producing Dark Templars. He didn't go full on gateway
units. He didn't commit,
units.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't commit at all at those Archons or Dark Templars, and he should have. Archons could have done some difference and would have stopped and tanked some damage from the Stalkers, because as we've seen, MC was chasing down the HuK Stalkers very efficiently, blinking to them, chasing them down and killing.
And HuK has stopped unit production, not unit, worker
Probes.
production. Yeah, he doesn't produce any more probes because he'll probably start building them soon, but he was sacrificing that economy for the purpose of building more units. And that is some judgment call you can make, but in this case that was not very much in favor of HuK.
It wasn't, but we see another proxy pylon being built, which would suggest an attack in the near future, but there's not much to attack
But
with.
HuK always builds proxy pylons. I mean, he's one of the players known for always having a proxy pylon sneak. See how this, little, how do you call that, pine tree? Is
Bush.
Is a bush. This pine tree covers this pylon quite nicely, and I'm not sure, palm tree, not pine tree. And if the opponent doesn't have the health bars turned on, it will not see this pylon. Now, very smartly, MC has an observer in front of his base, so he'll be prepared for any sort of attack that may be incoming.
Ooh,
now let's see about the force field. Only one sentry and used for Guardian Shield. Now HuK has some very good chances. There are lots of zealots. No, but MC has a major advantage in units. He has also spawned lots of zealots, so HuK has just wasted a lot of resources with no gain. And I kinda get a sense that this game is kinda over for HuK. He'll probably go for one more attack, but if he doesn't
It
succeed,
kind of looks this way. He's down with supply, he's down with units, the encounters aren't going in his way. I mean, what can you do? There's so much you can do, and it's too late to actually start doing something really cheesy.
MC also going for the Dark Shrine, so that's really interesting. And HuK, I think he'll not be prepared at all, because he doesn't have Robo Facility. This attack has been going for too long for HuK, and his production is just wasted.
Yep.
And MC with perfect, just perfect at the...
And HuK just seeing
GG
that
from
immediately from the game.
Well, what would you do if you see Dark Templars and you wouldn't even have a Robo base?
Was this LAN game? If this was LAN game, you can approach the guy and just slap him.
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much.
But
nobody did it.
Hmm?
Nobody did it. It's the first to come.
Nobody did. I think the best thing I saw happening during a LAN was in MLG, I think, or GSL, one of the big tournaments anyway. One of the players won the game, and he was, you know, how do you say that, the black horse of the race. Yeah. So he was a black horse. He was very unexpected to win. So he went out of his booth. He took his hoodie off, and he took a look at the booth of his opponent, and he went Kamehameha.
He did that.
Yeah, he did Kamehameha on the opponent's booth. So he won, cheered, took off his hoodie, Kamehameha on the opponent's booth. That was fantastic. One of the best moves I saw from Koreans, which are not famous for showing too many emotions. Yeah.
No to co?
To co? Wow.
Pogadali.
To było ciężkie.
Myślę, że się trochę rozkręciliśmy, jakoś lżej mi się gadało trochę i już nie gubiłem się tak mocno z akcentem, przynajmniej wydawało mi się, że nie gubiłem się z akcentem.
Dobrze.
A to już jest bardzo dobrze, bo znaczy, że mogę później gadać.
Tak? Do niedzieli musi nam się wszystko wydawać.
Do niedzieli musimy być przekonani, że umiemy to robić, jakbyśmy całe życie to robili, to prawda?
No, to jeszcze poczytamy komentarze od widzów, natomiast dla was, drodzy YouTubianie, zostawcie komentarze pod tym filmikiem, ponieważ chcemy wiedzieć, chcemy się uczyć, chcemy być lepsi w angielskim, tym bardziej, że w niedzielę będziemy reprezentować nasz piękny kraj. No, moja wymowa!
Country. Co untry?
Country będziemy reprezentować po angielsku na streamie w EPS-ie.
Country.
Yeah.